my gosh, I'm so excited to be here. Welcome, everyone, to our contouring and highlighting event with these wonderful ladies. You guys, let us know who's here. Let us know you're watching live. Go ahead and hashtag live, hashtag on the replay, and make sure you let us know that you're here because your beauty consultant wants to know that you are here. And guess what? She gets credit for you being here, and you get entered into our cash drawing. And I'm so excited because Susie's going to tell us all about that. Well, tonight we want to inspire your creativity this holiday season, right, ladies? Yeah. With our amazing makeup tools that we have at Mary Kay. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Bernadette Rowland and I'm from Sunnyvale, California. And I am celebrating 18 wonderful years. And myself, Patrice, Bessa, and Susie, we are all delighted to share with you guys tonight. And I personally will be sharing a highlighting hack shortly. So we're going to be talking also about face shapes, so that you know how to highlight and contour properly on your face. So I want you to think about your face shape and let us know in the chat what shape you think you have, okay? But before we get started, you guys, I want to ask you a couple questions, all right? What is your comfortability level with contouring and highlighting? From a scale from 1 to 3, would you say you're a number 1, with highlighting and contouring? Like, you don't even know what that is. You don't even know what highlighting contouring is. You might be a 1 and that's okay. Or would you say your level is a 2? You feel a little bit confident. You kind of do it a little bit and, you're okay with that, just a 2. Or would you say a number 3? You are a highlighting and contour queen. You're like slay, slay, slay every day with highlight and contour. Let us know what your level is in the chat. Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. And I'll tell you what, no matter what level you're at, our products here at Mary Kay are going to help you, give you exactly what you're looking for. Okay. So make sure you guys, for the next, 30 minutes or so, that you have your most recent catalog with you. All right. That your beauty consultant sent you in the mail. And you guys, there is a pomegranate hand sample in here and it smells amazing. So you guys are in for a treat. And so our first beauty expert, she is going to bring the fire, you guys. Okay. So be prepared to be wowed because Miss Patrice, she has something awesome to tell you guys. Take it away, girlfriend.
Oh my gosh, Bernadette, thank you so much, you all, tonight. Think about being divine. Think about being delight. And that is what this is about. Tonight, we're going to feature your face. And we're going to talk about how to enhance your face, right? So that part of you can be clearly defined. So we're excited because tonight we're going to be talking about our warm hues. And I know you see it, right? I've got them on my eyes. I absolutely love the hues that we have. Okay. They are absolutely stunning. But tonight, what we really want you all to think about the faces. I want you to look at my face. I want you to look at everybody else's face. And what we're going to talk about tonight is we're going to ask you, what shape face do we have? But let me tell you who I am, first of all, while I'm here giving you all of that greatness, right? But I am Patrice D. Johnson, sales director out of Jackson, Mississippi. I've been building my business for 23 years. Oh my gosh. 23 years, and 20 of those years as a sales director. So it has been absolutely amazing. I have a daughter who is in her 3rd year in college, and I live for her. Truly, I live for her. Her name is Destiny for a reason, right? So I work my business totally for her, and I'm very excited about it. So that's me, but let me go ahead and bridge the gap a little more. Now, you heard me talk about the hues. You heard me talk about the definition of the face that we're going to be talking about. But tonight, let me tell you some of the tools and some of the amazing holiday products that we actually have that we're going to be featuring tonight that you're going to see. And it's going to include, of course, the hues that are on our eyes. You're going to see that, right? But it's going to definitely include this. Let me tell you. I'm grabbing them for you. These are the vinyl lips. Okay, get excited. Like I have on the brown myself, right? The brown is just so voluptuous. But we have four different shades, four different hues, and they are amazing. They're so glossy, as you can see. And then we're going to talk about that definition. It's going to come from our brush, sponge, and brush set. Now get excited because this is the brush. It is so fancy and pink. Everyone needs to have one of these. You must have this in your purse. This is like a wallet. You have like your wallet, you must have it in your purse, right? And then it comes with this beautiful pink sponge, right? So that's the set. Okay, so tonight that's what we're gonna have. I'm excited about our highlight brush and our contour sponge set that we're gonna be using to actually do those specifics with. So I'm now gonna turn it over to my girlfriend, Bessa.
Okay, so you know what great contouring starts with? It starts with a really good foundation, okay? And I just got to tell you, if you haven't been matched by your girl, so if you're a guest on here and you want to be matched, like throw me a comment and say match me. Type match me in the comments right now. We want to see who's like, yes, perfectly match me. Because did you know Mary Kay has like the one of the best, if not the best, range of foundation colors ever, like that's out there. Am I right, you guys? Am I right, girls? Like it is bomb. Okay. And I will tell you this is my thing. So, but I'm gonna actually show you foundation on me. I actually have a naked face right now. You're welcome. Look how cute I am without my makeup on. I look 12. I mean, you can maybe not. Maybe I don't. Somebody said that to me on the power party the other day. They're like, Bessie, you look 12 without your makeup on. I was like, really great. That's how you know my skincare has worked. I'm 42, in case you were wondering. Okay, so foundation. I'm going to apply foundation. And what I want you to know is I'm using our luminous foundation. We have matte luminous. We have CC cream. We have cream to powder. We have silky setting powder. We have concealers. We have everything. Okay, so I want to know, have you been perfectly matched? Remember, throw match me in. Okay, my favorite tool to apply is this cosmetic sponge. Okay, and this blending brush, but I'm going to use this cosmetic sponge because I really like, and here's what you do. Oh, mine's a little broken up, girls. I'm just going to be honest with you. Like I didn't make it pretty and I'm sorry, but the fact is yours wouldn't be pretty in your bathroom either. So use the flat end to apply. Okay. And I'm using luminous, and actually check this out. I'm going to do 1/2 so you can see this, but look at this. Okay. And I know Susie's going to jump in here in a second. She's going to talk about matte. Okay. But look at this. What just happened? The brightening, the evening out of the skin tone, how from here to here, my face and my neck look the same. That's what you want in a perfect match. And our foundations are transfer resistant. They're humidity resistant. They protect against blue light. They're anti-aging. They don't feel like they're on your face. They don't feel like they're on their face at all. Am I right, girls? They don't feel like
Yes.
they're there. So I'm going to finish applying this, but I want you to know on your consultant's website, you can actually go take a perfect match quiz, and it's actually pretty accurate. Like ask her, be like, hey, can you check? Does this sound right? Take the quiz on her website. She can perfectly match you today. Okay. This would be the first step, I think, to beginning that highlighting and contouring. And you're going to watch in just a second as the ladies take us on the next journey of this great class you're learning. That guess what? We're going to show you the magic of contouring and highlighting, which is really spanks for your face. Just saying. Am I right? Susie, did I miss anything?
Dorothy,
Did I miss anything,
be on
girl?
split screen with her? Okay, close. Okay, so with Bessa, I am a beige. I am a beige neutral. So I am a neutral 190. So you can see the big difference in our skin and super, super difference. Now, what I do, there we go. What I do is a little bit different in that I love to start with my CC cream. And the reason that I do that, I like to put that on first, and I put it all over my face, and I dot it on with the sponge. And this new sponge is so incredible. This one is wet. I did wet this one, so it's got a little wet and squishy because you can get into all those little corners. And so I put the CC on cream first, and then I use a matte, even though I'm a little bit On the dry to normal side, I use the matte anyway. And the reason I do that, and the reason I use the CC cream before, is I don't know how many times a customer will tell me, well, I don't use foundation at all because I don't like the way it just kind of sits in my pores. I don't like to look in my 10 times, my 10x magnifying mirror and see my foundation sitting in my pores. Well, you know what, guys, if somebody is looking at you that close, they're not looking at your foundation. Hint, okay, not looking at your foundation. But anyway. So anyway, one of the other things that you can do to have it really, really smooth and for it to, so you have seamless pores, so you don't see those pores at all, is wet your sponge and then take it and roll it and press that foundation in, and you will see, and you don't have to do it over your whole face, just in those areas where the pores are. And this is Lori Hogg taught us this, and they will look invisible. They will just be absolutely perfect. So that is my hint on foundation.
And primer. Primer makes it huge. I did put primer on first ladies, so always a cleansed face, a moisturized face, primer. I do too also use CC cream. And did you say that you makeup finishing spray in between? Because it sets that? Because I always put a layer, whether you use a CC cream or a liquid, when you layer, because our foundations are layerable and they're buildable, but they don't feel heavy, right? But that layer of makeup finishing spray locks that first layer on, and then you can put another one on top, and it just is like staying power. It's like hairspray for your face, but feels amazing, right? So
yes, and you can even spray your sponge if you want to, and then use your sponge.
Yes. Okay.
So
did we miss anything? Why
don't we go right into translucent powder or powders, whatever powder you use. And there are several different powders. You can use the translucent, and with the translucent, oh, you gosh, anybody here, if you have fluttery eyelashes and you get mascara underneath here, I don't know for how many years I kept kind of like trying to get the raccoon eyes. Take this absolutely new brush. Look at that. Look how close and gorgeous that is. Look at the point, the precision on that thing. Take a little bit of your translucent powder and go gently under your eyes like that. Underneath your eyes. And boom, you will not have any mascara underneath your eyes at all. It doesn't matter if you are working out. It doesn't matter how long your eyes are, your eyelashes. It doesn't matter if you wear glasses, it will just hold it right there. So you can use this gorgeous precision to gently put your translucent all over, or you can do your silkening powder. The other thing with the silkening powder, you can use the sponge, either dry, or you can use it wet and use that gorgeous silkening powder all over with it wet. And if you want a little heavier, go ahead and get it on there heavier. And you can use the blunt end too. Get my powder out there, and you can tap it in like that. It will be a gorgeous finish. Go ahead, Bessa.
I was just going to add that I like to powder after I contour and highlight. And I know I thought everybody does it different, but a lot of times I hold that powder point until contouring, highlighting, and cheek color is done, because as you're going to see in a second, as Bernadette and as we walk through all this, you're going to see how it transforms, and it's going to be amazing. But it looks like it looks funky for a little bit, doesn't it? There's a little moment. We're like, it's
a little moment. Yes.
We got to blend, people. We got to blend. So blending is what I do with powder. So.
Okay. So we're going right into Bernadette. Bernadette, do you want to start with highlighter?
Yeah, awesome. We are going to watch an amazing video with the products that you just talked about, Susie and Bessa. And oh my gosh, what an amazing tips you guys just gave. And so we're going to watch a quick video on our new products here in a sec. my gosh, you guys. First of all, these things are just so cute, right? I mean, they're amazing and such great quality. I love the tips that Bessa and Susie gave us on how to apply. So, thinking about your face shape, right? Make sure you put your face shape in the chat. Or if you're like Bernadette, Susie, Bessa, but I don't know what face shape I am. I kind of felt like that too, before. And so you might have an oval face, a round face, more of a square face. There's a heart-shaped face. So depending on the shape of your face, that's how you'd want to highlight or contour. And so just like Bessa and Susie said, they're doing primers and they're doing foundations. And so at this point, what I do in my makeup routine is I will do highlighter and contour. And kind of like they said, it's kind of like, whoa, for a minute until you start to really, really blend. And we have so many different products that we can use for highlighting and contouring. Today, I'm going to show you how to highlight and contour with our powders, but you can also contour with CC cream. I love using a darker shade CC cream. I get a little bit of CC cream and I put I put a little bit of darker CC cream here and I blend that out as well. So if you want a more dewy type contour, you can do that. But right now, I just want to quickly share with you, this is our perfect palette. And I'm going to go ahead and go in first with glazed highlighter. I love this shade. And I love the point of the brush here. And I'm just dipping that point in there. And so where I'm going to put highlighter first is where I want my face to be more brighter and kind of protrude out. I want more focus on my cheekbones. So I'm going to put highlighter here on the top of my cheekbones because I have more of a rounder, kind of longer face. So I want to emphasize my cheekbones here. And so I'll put highlighter there, on both sides. And I love our highlighters because we have two different colors. We have glazed, which is what I use every day. And then we have a little bit darker one. And of course, we got to make funny faces, right? Do you guys make funny faces I make funny faces when I do mascara and when I do highlight and contour? You guys with me? Anybody make funny faces? Okay.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then for contour, I'm going to go ahead and just go in with Latte. And for this demo purpose, I'm going to go ahead and just use the same brush, but I do like to clean the brush first or even use a separate brush to contour. And I'm just going to add a little bit of definition to my cheekbone here and to my jawline and then to the top of my my hairline here. And basically with highlighter, contour, and even cheek color, you really want to start when you're putting it here, you want to start where the hairline is. So the main emphasis of the color is going to start there. And as you start to blend in, it'll start to fade. So for me, I'm going to put my contour, I kind of just find the point of my ear right here and I bring it down. And so I'm making a funny fishy face, fishy lips. And I'm just adding that there on the jawline. And like I said, I actually really love contouring with CC cream as well. And so just a real natural contour there, okay? And a little bit of highlighter. And of course, I would just finish with a cheek color to finish my look, and that would be it. And just another tip, just like Susie said, and all the girls are doing their highlight and contour there. They all have different shapes, so everyone is doing it a little bit differently. And just like Susie said, you definitely want to wet your beauty blenders, okay? You definitely want to wet those and add some water and moisture to it, squeezing it out really well. And then I'm just going to finish it off with the cheek color. And that's what I got for you. So Bessa, go ahead and take it away, girlfriend. I see you over there highlighting and contouring. I love it.
Thank you. So I like to use concealer to highlight. So I do use the shimmeries, but I want to show you this because this is something that can have a huge impact on like lifting your face right away. I don't know if Bernadette was going to share this, so forgive me, Bernadette. But when I put the concealer on, now you can see the brightening that happened here just from my eyelid and how the redness here is gone because I highlighted this eye. And that'll help not only your eyeshadow application because it'll keep it true to color, because sometimes the colors can change just based on our undertones, right? Have you ever had that happen where, pop in the chat, if you've had that happen where like your lipstick changes color because you're like, oh my gosh, because maybe your pink undertone, so then pinks turn super pink, right? How many of you, do you girls have that happen? Like the lipsticks change color. Well, lip liner helps with that. The concealer helps for the eye for that. So you can do a lot with that, but you can see this lift happen here. And I just have to share this because when I share this, people don't always know, but there is a little bit of a help for, like, let's say you're under 40, okay? You can highlight with the concealer like under here, okay? But 40 and up, want to stay away from that. You want to you're going to just go right here and in the inner corner and on the lid. You want to stay away from concealing and caking things under here where we tend this skin that's more mature, right? So we don't accentuate it. So and I love this sponge. It's the same, the one that's in here, same thing. It's got this beautiful point. I just happen to have this one ready for tonight. But when you stipple it in, it's so gentle on the eye, doesn't tug and pull. And then let me just show you this contour strip here. I'm using the powder, but I have to tell you, I prefer liquid for sure. Like liquid I'm going to try CC cream. I never tried it. I feel like such a tool right now. When she said CC cream, I was like, why did I try CC cream? Like, okay, but this cheek brush was made for this too. So we have this cute set. You can totally rock for this. It's made for the contouring highlighting. And then this cheek brush was made for the whole thing, but I just chisel right under here. This is where it's going to look painted. Okay. And remember, I'm heart shaped. Can you see my heart? See it? I know, look at, okay. So right here, and then I always do a little right here. If you want to kind of slim up your face, but look at this already. Look at how I slimmed up already from just this one mark. Okay. And then I would bring this brown like up here and bring my forehead down a little because I got a lot of surface area here. So that helps. Okay. Did I forget something? I feel like I'm kind of all over the place a little bit, but what are you guys learning that are watching live? Please pop in the comments so we can hear, because it really kind of lifts us up when we can see your comments. So we want to know. Okay. So a little bit here, 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 and then the nose. Should I talk about the nose?
Yes.
Okay.
Talk about the
Yes.
I
nose.
always do my nose. I always do my
Yes.
nose.
Yes.
It's so fun. I only have my cheek brush here, but if you take just the edge, okay, and shade it a little bit like this, you can slim up that nose. Can you see this?
Yeah.
I gotta do the other side. But look at this. Look at this. There's lift happening now. There's my Spanx, people. It just happened.
And
a
then
little
do
bit
you
down
run
here.
highlighter down your nose?
I already did the concealer down my nose already. I apologize. I was stippling while Bernadette was doing hers, but I went like this. I always come back over and I go like this. And I'll do the other eye too. What color is it? Anna, which color are you talking about? The powder or my concealer is light ivory. My foundation's ivory W120. And I think the rest of the gals can share like what they would use too, because I think like we have a lot of color here to talk about because we know what works for us, right? So, which is great because
I'm light beige concealer.
You're light beige. Yeah, I'm light ivory because I wear ivory W120 and it's one of the lightest colors we have because look at me, I'm like Snow White, right? And light ivory's like if it didn't go lighter, I'd be in trouble. Like
I'm light beige also.
And then I do cheeks. And then I do cheeks to finish off and powder. And I can do that while someone else
Bessa,
shows too.
Someone asked in the comments, what's the contour color that you're using?
Oh, I'm using Latte for the powder that Bernadette was showing. You had Latte, right?
Yep.
But I would say do a cream to powder foundation would even work in a darker color. That might even be even a nicer texture, but even CC cream would work. So that's what I say. And then I do cheek right here. Also, this is the way you do 40 and up cheek. It's back here. You younger gals can come forward farther, but we want to lift. So if we bring it back here, this lifts us. This gives the appearance of a lift back here, right? Without popping the apple.
Amazing.
That's just a little.
Don't pop the apple.
Don't pop the apple.
No. The other
It
thing
looks so good, Bessa.
The other thing I wanted
Thank
to
you.
mention about lifting, because you guys, if you're over 18, it's all about the lift.
Mm.
And what we were all taught a long time ago is go like that and put your contour in. But what you really want to do is, like Bernadette said, feel for that cheekbone, really feel for it. And you don't want to go below that cheekbone. This is where you want to put your contour, is right in here. You don't want to go down into here. And a lot of times you'll see, I'll do different on both sides so you can see. So I'm going to put my contour down here where a lot of times people do. I'm putting it right in there. And look at the difference in the two sides. It just drags that face down. You really want to do it up higher because it lifts you up.
Mhm.
So that really drags that whole cheek side down. Okay.
Amazing.
Okay. Patrice, did you have a concealer tip that you wanted to add?
Well, this is what I have I don't know if you can guess it, but I have an oval face that's kind of in between oval and long. And so one of the things when you have that, you got to make sure that when you're using your contour, that you actually go here and you focus more on going under the cheekbone than you do going upward, because going upward actually elongates your face. So you need to go more up under your cheekbone here when you're working with a face that is more of an oval shape than anything, because then you need it to lift. And here, then guess what? With the highlighter, instead of using it on the side of your face, on your cheeks, you actually need to use it here on your forehead and then here, right under, right on your chin, actually. And what does that do? It widens that area of your face instead of it going long. And then more on your cheeks is more of a cheek color. So my cheek color that I use is actually my golden copper. I love golden copper, right? So I'm going to take the brush. I'm going to put a little bit more of this golden copper on just so that you can see here. Okay, you see what that does? You see the
Gorgeous.
difference? Yeah, that's a huge difference. And then I can actually take, and let me tell you what I'm using for my contour. I use cocoa, of course. Okay. But you see the difference that makes when I just do my cheeks and lifting it here, right? I didn't do that one. Can't you tell the difference? Yeah.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell the big difference from one side to the other when I use my cheek color. So for those of you who thinking that cheek color doesn't matter, it makes a big difference. And me, myself, I used to be a liquid foundation wearer, but I use pressed powder. Get excited. Okay. That's what I use on my face. And so I just go over it a little bit and pat and smooth it out. Okay. You see that difference versus this side of my face? Okay. Can you tell?
Yes.
This one needs to be lifted a little bit, right? But that's the big difference that cheek color makes here, and using that contour to actually lift it. So I think I need to do the other side of my face so that I won't look like I had a stroke. Right.
Yeah, that side's all happy, and lovely. And this side's like, I
Correct.
want some. I want some.
Yes, right. So, and then for my highlighter, I use honey glaze for my
Beautiful.
highlighter. So I use honey glaze for my highlighter, contour for no, cocoa for my contour, and then my cheek color is golden copper.
And what's interesting is those are the two that I used tonight also, just so we'd have a contrast. I kind of flip and flop back and forth depending on seasonally during the year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, it's gorgeous on you too, Susie.
And
Yeah.
I think sometimes we get so stuck in the box as to what we have to use. And one of our models in our lookbook, she was a very fair model, and she was using the cocoa and the honey glaze, but she had a very fair lip on. And for me, this is a very fair lip. I usually have the really bright popping pink and bright red lips, and I don't have that on tonight. That's why I can go with a little bit more of a cheek.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. What's next?
Good. We did good.
Beautiful.
Are there?
I got my powder on, so look at how smooth it smoothed out.
Mhm.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm not chiseled anymore, but it's smooth, and I still have that definition from the contour, and it's meant to be subtle like that. You guys,
Yeah.
it's not Unless you're doing Halloween makeup, it shouldn't, What are you going to be for Halloween? Because I'm planning on being Maleficent, so I might have to buy cheek little things to implant into my cheeks. So
Yes.
anyway,
Yes.
yes,
Cheryl Honesty says blending is your friend. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
right.
Yes, yes.
And with this new brush, you're going to have to be careful only because it feels so good. You might overblend. You just kind of want to hang with it. It just really, you guys got to have it. Really have to have it.
Yeah.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
Awesome.
It's such a delight, isn't it? It's just
it is.
amazing what the contours and the highlighters do. Something simple. And then we didn't use a complex product. We use very simple products to use. So that can make a big difference.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Patrice, do you want to take us home and talk to us about the compact?
Yes, of course I will. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see what's there. Dorothy, can we get that up on the screen so we can share it with everybody? Okay, so this is the perfect palette. And this one is filled, of course. That's it. That's the perfect palette. But let me tell you, in there are the three products that we actually use to make that difference, right? The cheek color, the highlighter, and the contour color, all in your perfect palette field. Now get excited now, because that right there, now just empty is 18, but you get to customize this with the colors that you want. So let's talk about what options they have available. Dorothy, where's that? Where there it is. Yes, it is. Now, this is the art of contouring and highlighting. So right here, you all, and guess what? We have a special for you tonight. Purchase $47 or more and receive the delightful holiday gift. And on here includes all of the products that we talked about tonight, including the sponge, right? And the brush set that's limited edition. Okay, get excited. So get it while you can. And then the the concealer, we talked about it, the setting powder, the brush that we have, as well as the translucent powder. So get excited, you all. Make sure that you reach out to your consultant so that you can be divine and delight with your $47 quick face kit, right? To get you the look and the lift that you desire, right? And receive your holiday gift. So I think who wants to share something with them about this cash money that we have going on?
I
Yeah.
will.
Awesome. Yeah. Thanks, Susie.
Okay, we have, you guys, the best cash drawing ever. Is there anybody here that can use a little cash for Christmas or cash for holidays? We have an It Just Fits drawing, and it's a $500 cash drawing. It's a giveaway on prize drawings. And so you can get entered into that the September 13th through October 31st with prizes, products, perks, giveaways, and a lot of fun. And you can get entered into that by being on here tonight. You will get entered into it. And we also have things going on, you guys, every Thursday at 5 p.m. on the Pacific Coast and by 8 p.m. on the Pacific Coast. If you're on a different coast, figure it out. I'm not going to go through all the time zones. You're big girls. You can figure out your own time zone. But on Thursday nights, we have a spa party. We have age-defying party. We have a foot fantasy, glam sessions, and hydra sessions. And guess what? That happens at 5 o'clock. It happens at 8 o'clock. And again on Saturday, we do the same thing. It is like having a large, big, gigantic party, and you get the best directors from across the nation coming in on these Zooms to party with you. So bring your friends. Every time you bring friends, you get more entries into the drawing, and you don't even have to be in the same room. And we also have perfect pairs Tuesday, September 27th. So that is back in this group. So bring your friends. You can get extra entries into the drawing for bringing your friends in here. We're going to talk about different pairings of gift ideas, ideas of gifts for yourself. And you can attend live and you can be entered into the cash drawing.
Awesome. That is amazing. Yes, you guys, make sure you tag your beauty consultant. And ladies, Patrice and Bessa and Susie, thank you so much for all of the knowledge that you gave everyone. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs, hugs, and hearts to you guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. And before you leave here, make sure you tag your beauty consultant so she knows that you're here. And make sure you get entered into that drawing. And go ahead and kiss the heart button with your finger there before you leave. All right, everyone. Bye. Bye. Yes, yes,
Bye.
yes. Bye. Thanks for watching.